Okay, this is going to go along with 3-2.11, which is actually a review of all of our Unit 3, which has to do with slope and y-intercepts, standard form, and things like that. All right, first off, it says a group of 24 teachers is going to a workshop. It gives a combination of cars and vans, and so this is important. 4 people can fit in a car. Whoops, I'm just combining too many things. 4 people can fit in a car and 8 in a van. X is the number of for the cars, and Y will equal the number of vans. Okay, so X is the number of cars. How many people can fit in a car? 4 times the number of cars plus 8 people in the vans. And they want to know how many combinations of vehicles do we need for 24 teachers. Now, it wants us to find when Y is 0. So what I'll do is I'll cover up the Y, and I get 4x equals 24. So I divide by 4, x equals 6. Okay, so I'm going to go over on the x-axis and put a dot on 6. Next, it wants to know when x is 0, so I'm going to cover up the x, and I get 8y equals 24. I'm going to divide by 8. I get y equals 3. So I'm going to go up here to where y is 3 and put a dot. Now I can draw my line to connect my dots. Told me to graph the equation. I did that. My x-intercept is 6, 0. My y-intercept is 0, 3. Now it wants to know my slope. My slope, I'm going down 3, negative 3, and over 6. Negative 3 over 6 reduces to negative 1/2. My equation, y equals, remember this is my m and this is my b. Y equals negative 1/2 x plus 3. There's my equation. Now it wants to know which ordered pair was a possible combination. Remember we're talking about x is the number of cars and y is the number of vans. Well, can I take, this says 2 cars and 1.5 vans. Can you take a half of a van? No. What about 1 of car and 2.5 vans? No. Well, let's see here. Let's see, how many cars, how many people? I've got 24 people. So I could go on my calculator and let's see if I put in the equation negative 1/2 x plus 3. And I'm going to press second graph. I'm going to look and see for, what is that, 6, 0? Whoops, 6, 0 is right there. So that's a possible combination. And 0, 3. So let's go find 0. 0, 3 is there. That could be a combination as well. Meaning that I could only take maybe 3 vans or 6 cars. Which quadrant are possible combinations? Well, this is quadrant 1, 2, 3, and 4. It cannot be in these because I can't have a negative amount of cars. It has to be quadrant 1 because it has to be positive. What does the x-intercept mean in this situation? The x-intercept is 6, 0. This is the number of cars, and this is the y-intercept. It means that they would rent or take 6 cars. Now, right here, next thing I have, it talks about determine the x and y intercepts. Let me go one at a time. Right here, if I want the x-intercept, I'm going to cover up the y's. So right here, I have 2x equals negative 8. I'm going to divide by 2. X equals negative 4. So I get negative 4, 0. Next, to find my y-intercept, I cover up the x. I'm going to get negative 4y equals negative 8. I'm going to divide by negative 4, and I'm going to have y equals 2. So my y-intercept is 0, 2. Well, let's see. Can you do the next one? I'm going to erase what's above here so I have room to write. Right now, to find my x-intercept, I'm going to cover up my y. I have 3x equals negative 12. I'm going to divide by 3. X equals negative 4. Same as the other one. That's a coinky-dink. Negative 4, 0. The next one here, I'm going to cover this up, the x up, to find the y. I get negative 6y equals negative 12. I'm going to divide by negative 6. I get y equals 2. Weird, same answers. All right, let's see what happens on the next one. Here's the next one. Okay. On the next one, let me erase up here. If you haven't done these, I would pause the video and do this next one. Okay, it wants me to find the x-intercept. I'm going to cover up the y. So now I have negative 6x equals negative 36. I'm going to divide by negative 6. This time x equals positive 4. Positive 4, 0. The y-intercept, I'm going to cover up the x. I'm going to get negative 4y equals negative 36. I'm going to divide by negative 4. And y equals 9. I have 0, 9. Next one. Let me erase the top up here. Okay, x-intercept, I'm going to cover up the y. I get 3x equals 8. I'm going to divide by 3. X equals, and this is 8 over 3. Just leave it like that. 8 over 3, 0. Okay? To find the y-intercept, I'm going to cover up the x. I get 4y equals 8. I'm going to divide by 4. Y equals 2. I get 0, 2. Next one. Let me erase all this. Okay, the x-intercept, I'm going to cover up the y. Oh, maybe I'll move down here and do my work here. Let's see here. I'm going to have 7x equals 4. Divide by 7. X equals 4 over 7, which is fine. Just leave that alone. 4/7 and 0. The y-intercept, cover up the x. I get negative 2y equals 4. I'm going to divide by negative 2. Y equals negative 2. I have 0, negative 2. Next, here's the next questions. It says, what is the y-intercept? Okay, well, I'm going to go up here. I'm going to cover up the x. I get 10y equals 40. I'm going to divide by 10. Y equals 4. So I have 0, 4. All right, I'll go ahead and plotted my point. My x-intercept, I'm going to cover up the y. I'm going to get negative 8x equals 40. I'm going to divide by negative 8. I get x equals negative 5. So I have negative 5, 0. There's my point drawn. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I thought I was doing my straight line thing. And that should have been this button. And now I can do that. Okay. So now what is the equation? Well, I know I have my b. I just need to find my slope, which is my m. I need to go up 4 and to the right 5. 4 over 5 is my slope. So my equation is y equals 4/5 x plus 4. Next one. What is the y-intercept? I'm going to cover up the x. I'm going to get negative 3y equals 15. I'm going to divide by negative 3. I get y equals negative 5. So my y-intercept is 0, negative 5. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's my point, 0, negative 5. My x-intercept, I cover up my y. I'm going to have 5x equals 15. I'm going to divide by 5. X equals 3. I have 3, 0. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so I draw my line. Now to write my equation, I need the y-intercept and I need the slope. My slope, I go up 5 and to the right 3. 5 over 3 is my slope. My equation is y equals 5/3 x minus 5. Next one. Eric wants to start to exercise and likes to bicycle and swim. He wants to burn a total of 300 calories using these type of activities. Eric burns 10 calories per minute bicycling and 12 calories per minute swimming. Okay, so it says it wants to write a function. And what is it? X is the number of minutes bicycling. Well, 10 calories go with bicycling, so I have 10x plus swimming is the y, 12y, and that's going to equal a total of 300 calories. Now it wants to know what is the rate of change. Rate of change is the slope. Remember, we're going to do, to find out what is the rate of change, we can do this a couple different ways. One way we can do it is to find the slope. I'm going to take my equation. Well, actually, I can solve for y. I could do it this way. I can solve for y with the equation, or I can figure it out from my graph. I go down, let's see, what is it starting at? This y-intercept up here is at 25. I go down 25 and over 30. Negative 25, whoops, over 30. If you reduce that, you can put that in the calculator, and it's negative 5/6. That would be my slope. My y-intercept right here is 30. Whoops, I'm not even writing right. Here we go. Let's try again. Would be 30, 0. What does that mean? Well, x is the number, x is how long number of minutes he bicycles. So he's going to bicycle for 30 minutes and swim for 0 minutes to be able to burn all 300 calories. Here's the next one. Take a minute and see if you can figure out what this answer is. Okay. We have ounces of almonds as the x, and the granola is the y. Okay, the almonds, it's 9 grams of protein, so I'm going to have 9x plus granola is 3 plus 3y, and that equals 27 total grams. What is the rate of change? Well, with the rate of change, you're trying to find the slope. The slope, it's starting up here at 9, and I'm going down 9, which is negative 9, over 3. Negative 9 over 3 is negative 3. That's my slope. My x-intercept? My x-intercept is right here. It is 3, 0. Well, what does that mean? X is the number of almonds. It means 3 ounces of almonds and 0 ounces of granola. All right, let's see if I can see everything on here. Oh, I got to move some things up so we can put all this together here. Kind of all spread out. Okay. We are trying to match, was it A through F? That matches these answer choices. Okay. Well, let's look at a few of these. First off, this is already in slope-intercept form. This one is not. We could go and change some things around. I would go and change this into slope-intercept form by subtracting 6 from each side and getting y equals negative 3/2 x minus 6. Okay. Let's start. Let's see. I can start with this right here. What could we do here? Let's see if we see. Do we see any that has a slope of negative 3/2 and a y-intercept? This one has negative 3/2, but a y-intercept of positive 6? No. Well, darn. This one has a slope. It's way up here. And that's not even negative 6, so it's not this one. It's not positive 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Not that either. Oh, golly, what are we supposed to do here? Well, let's start with one of the times, because sometimes these problems become very, very overwhelming. So let's start by just trying to look up the first one. The first equation I have is negative 2/3 x plus 6. Okay, so we're doing this first one. Okay, let's see if we can eliminate some of these. Let's go over here and think about this. It does have a y-intercept of positive 6, but it has a slope of negative. So for right now, I'm just going to cross this out for a second. Okay. This one says a y-intercept of negative 6. That has a positive 6. And that says a y-intercept of negative 3. So these are not the answers to number 1. I wouldn't erase that on yours or do that on yours, but on mine I will because I can erase it. Okay, so now I have 0. Let's see if this point, 0, 6. 0, 6 is in there. What about 6, 2? Let's go see if 6, 2 is in there. Oh, look, 6, 2 is right there. And if I press graph, it doesn't look like this one, so it's not F. And it said 6, 2, so it's not 6, negative 15. So letter D goes up here with number 1. So I'm going to erase these because now I'm going to have to go back through all these. So letter D has been used, so this is going to go away. Let's go down here because I already solved for y and got that one down here. So let's go up here and put in there negative 3/2 x minus 6. And so this is number 3 that I'm doing. Let's press graph. Well, it doesn't match F, so it can't be F. Let's see. Let's look at the equation. Is the y-intercept negative 3? No, it's negative 6. So it's not A. It could be B. Let's see. I know that the x-intercept would be 9, 0. So let's see if that's in there. Let's go to the table and go look for 9, 0. Nope, it has 9 and a decimal. It's not it. So it's not B. Let's see. What about, okay, it says negative 6. The y-intercept is positive 6. Not that. Well, I hope it's this last one. Otherwise, I've messed up somewhere. So let's see. Let's go second graph. It says 6 and negative 15. Okay, that's good. Let's go look at negative 2. Negative 2 and negative 3. Good. Negative 4 and 0. Yay! I found my answer. It is letter E. So now, oops, my pen's freaking out on me. Oh, stay over there. All right. This would be letter E. All right, so let's erase those other ones that didn't work. Let's see here. Now, I'm going to try and clear up some of my room. Now I got to figure out this one. Well, let's see. Let's start with some of these other x-intercept and y-intercept. What if I covered this up and I want to find the x-intercept? 2x equals 18. I divide by 2, x equals 9. Well, x-intercept is 2. No, it's not this one. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It could be this one. There's as a, oh no, it's not. What am I saying? Silly goose, that's the y-intercept. It says x-intercept is 9. Is it all the way over here at 9? No, so F cannot be an answer choice. Okay, so I've eliminated some of these. Now, let's see. See if the y-intercept is -6. So I cross this out, I get -3y equals 18. I'm going to divide by -3. Y equals -6. Sure enough, my answer is B. That's what you should have gotten. Oh golly, here's another one. It's a big old one. Let's see if I can make this a little bit smaller for what we need to do here, so we can see it all. Nope. Making smaller, smaller, smaller. Okay, let's see here. Ooh, that's really small. How come it's not? Let's see if I can do this with my mouse instead of my little pen. Well, gee. All right, we've got to try and match this. So let's look at a few things. Let's see here. I know, I'm going to start down here because look, I see that I have 0 and 2 right here. That means my y-intercept is 2. Y-intercept -6, nope. Y-intercept is 8, nope. All right, what about A? A, it says 5, nope. Y-intercept right here, if I take 6y equals 12 and divide by 6, y equals 2. Yeah, my y-intercept would be 2, so this is going to be B. So take this out of the equation. I don't have that anymore. Okay, let's try and figure out some of these other ones. Let's see. Well, let's try and figure out the slope here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Up 6 and over 8. 6 over 8. That reduces to, what is that? 3 over 4. That's my slope. So, let's see. My slope, 3/4. Oh, there it is. I don't know. Let's see. This one right here. Wait, let's go up here. 3/4 is right there. So I've got a y-intercept in -6. That doesn't cross at -6. But what about 5? Let's see. What if I went and I go up 1, 2, 3 over 1, 2, 3, 4 right here? What's that y-intercept? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What, maybe? Oh, yeah, the y-intercept here is up at 8. That's too high. Okay, so the answer to this one is A. Well, so now A's out of the equation here. I've got 2 more answer choices down here. And first off, let's see. This one, if I even, let's reason with this. If I continue my line, my y-intercept is going to be up here where it's positive. This says the y-intercept is -6. The only one with a positive y-intercept, so this would be C, which process of elimination, this would be D. Next one says put these equations into from standard form into slope-intercept form. Whoops. Okay, so I'm going to take my equation, x plus 2y equals 18. You're going to want to put it in y equals, so you're going to subtract x from each side. I get 2y equals -x plus 18. I'm going to divide by 2. I get y equals -1/2 x plus 9. Y equals -1/2 x plus 9. The next one, 9x minus 6y equals -72. I'm going to subtract 9x from each side. I get negative 6y equals negative 9x minus 72. I'm going to divide by negative 6. I'm going to get y equals, if you take negative 9, divide negative 6, math, enter, and reduce it, you're going to get 3/2 x plus, oh, what is that? 12. So I have 3/2 x plus 12. Next one, I have negative 2x minus 3y equals negative 12. I'm going to add 2x to each side. I get negative 3y equals 2x minus 12. I'm going to divide by negative 3. Y equals negative 2/3 x plus 4. That's what you should have for slope-intercept form. There's the next one. So if you haven't done it yet, pause the video and solve for y. Minus 4x minus 5y equals 35. So I'm going to go through and I am going to add 4x to each side. I get negative 5y equals 4x plus 35. I'm going to divide by negative 5. I get y equals negative 4/5 x minus 7. Next one, I get negative 3x minus 4y equals 16. I'm going to add 3x to each side. I get negative 4y equals 3x plus 16. I'm going to divide by negative 4. I get y equals negative 3/4 x minus 4. The last one on this one is negative 8x plus 10y equals 40. You're going to add 8x to each side. I may have to move that line over just a little bit. I'm going to get 10y equals 8x plus 40. I'm going to divide by 10. I get y equals, this reduces, let's see, by 2, so I get 4/5 x plus 4. Three more. Let's see how many more of these bad boys we have. Oh yeah, we got a few more. All right. Right here, pause that video if you haven't done it already. I have 4x plus 5y equals 250. Okay. I'm going to subtract 4x from each side. I get 5y equals negative 4x plus 250. I'm going to divide by 5. I get y equals negative 4/5 x plus 50. Number 16, I have x minus y equals negative 7. I'm going to subtract x from each side. I get negative y equals negative x minus 7. I'm going to divide by negative 1. I'm going to get y equals x plus 7. The next one, x minus 2y equals 6. I'm going to subtract x from each side. I get negative 2y equals negative x plus 6. I'm going to divide by negative 2. I'm going to get y equals 1/2 x minus 3. Next one, it says, given the function y equals 3x minus 6, write an equation that matches below. Now it says that it's parallel to this. Parallel means it has the same slope. So I'm going to use a slope of 3 and the y-intercept of 1. Y equals 3x plus 1. Remember, y equals mx plus b. Now on this one, it wants the equation that's parallel. Well, I know my slope is still going to be 3, so my equation is going to be y equals 3x, but I don't know the y-intercept. Now we can do this two ways. One way to find the y-intercept is to build a table, -1, -8, and put the slope in there and solve it from here. I can also go in here and go -1, -8, and work my y-intercept. My y-intercept is 3 over 1. Up 1, 2, 3 over 1. Ding, 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 ding. There's my y-intercept, which is 0, 5. So I would have plus 5 here. Well, let's see if that works in the table. 3 times -1 is -3. What do you have to do to -3? Oh, you know what? I messed up because this is supposed to be -5, isn't it? Silly me, because that's a -5 right there. Okay, so I was going too fast. I missed my negative, so it should be -5. See, because 3 times -1 is -3, and I have to subtract 5 to get to -8. Here's the next one. Write an equation that is parallel to the given one. Well, let's see here. Let's find the slope. We're going to need to solve for y. -3x minus 4y equals -8. I'm going to add 3x to each side, and I get negative, let's go over here, -4y equals 3x minus 8. I'm going to divide by -4. Well, my slope is y equals, I've got -3/4 x plus 2. If my lines are parallel, that means they have the same slope. So you could have anything where it's y equals -3/4 x and then plus anything. It doesn't matter. The next question asks us about perpendicular. Remember, you need to, so here's my slope. Using the same equation, you need to flip them over. Right? Flip them over so they become 4/3. Since this is negative, it becomes positive. So you can have any equation where it is 4/3 x. Now, then this one down here said write it in slope-intercept form. Well, I already did that. That's what we were doing up here. Y equals -3/4 x plus 2. That was all on this problem. Number 20 says write the equation of each of the graphs. Well, I need to find my slope and my y-intercept. My y-intercept is right here at 0, 1. My slope, well, let's see if I can figure it out. If I go up 1 over 1, nope. Golly, where does it cross? It looks like it crosses neatly here. So, because I followed the line up to see where it crossed on a nice place. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I went up 4 and over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Over 6. I must have missed one somewhere. Because 4 over 6, if you put that in the calculator, math enter, or maybe some of you already found the 2/3. Y equals 2/3 x plus 1. I would have gone into y equals and put this in my calculator, press graph to make sure I got it right. Next one, let's find the slope and the y-intercept. Y-intercept is right down here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 0, -5. My slope, I know it's going to be negative. It's going down. Let's see. Oh, it crosses nicely right here. 1, 2, 3, 4 over 2. down 4 over 2. Negative 4 over 2 reduces to negative 2. Y equals negative 2x minus 5.